we're going to talk about parents that have children with entitlement issues, where the issues may come from, and how to cope with those issues. This is all under melanated awareness. I'm talking to our families right now. We have a lot. I did a video just the other night about grandparents helping to raise their children's kids, and parents helping to raise their children's kids. I guess it's the same thing, but what I was doing is just like really thinking about the kids that have the entitlement issues, where they make their parents feel like they have to, or that's their only alternative, or your sacrifices aren't enough for them. Okay, it's like they need more from you. It becomes very draining. All right, and I'm only talking to the parents that are good parents, that have been there for their children 100%. Like me, I've been there for mine 100%. So I'm not talking about people that are part-time parents, none of that. But so when it hits differently when you have been a full-time parent. Okay, the entitlement, and you can call it selfishness as well. But my reasoning, I believe that the reason why everything is the way it is, as far as a lot of people today that talk about their children being, and it be their adult children, feeling entitled and everything to their time, to their space, just because that's their parent, and they're feeling that this is the way it should be. Okay, there's unconditional love. There is caring about someone. There's also, being there. Okay, but there's another thing about, you don't want to get taken advantage of. Okay, especially if you're being disrespected, because this adult child of yours is feeling entitled. Okay, a lot of times they will come off on you a certain way, and you ask yourself why. I'm going to tell you my reasoning why I think it's like that. And my reasoning is because a lot of us have been brought up in dysfunctional homes. There would maybe mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, but there was abuse. So, you may have been brought up in a home with no communication. Just a dysfunctional home. So you don't know how to communicate either. You feel me? So what happens is, when you have your own children, you tend to want to make them have the best childhood ever. Like, I'm talking about, you want to make sure that they are really feeling loved, because you didn't get that. So a lot of times that's what we're doing. We're trying to fill that space in for our, for what we went through when we were children. Not realizing that sometimes we can damage our relationships. They can become toxic if we don't have boundaries when it comes down to it. And I'm not talking about love boundaries, because you should love unconditionally. If you love someone, it should be an unconditional love, especially if it's your child. Okay, you should definitely have an unconditional love. So I feel like sometimes that's just what happens. Now, when you are going through something, we address the reason why I think things are like that, and a lot of kids are really entitled and selfish and disrespectful. Some of the kids really, the children, the adult children, they really feel like because they are adults, they don't have to respect me or respect you as a parent. And the thing about it is that they don't, but when you are the child, the adult child, and you need your parent to help you out, you're the one that's asking for help. Then you have to take that, the children, the adult children, they have to take that in, they have to take that into consideration that you're reaching out for help. And then while you're being entitled and wanting more and you're feeling selfish, you are really draining your parent. You're draining your parent like big time, emotionally, physically. It could be financially. And these are the things that a lot of people aren't thinking about when they are in these toxic relationships, and that's on either side of the situation I'm talking about. It could be the parent side or the child side. Both sides, neither side is really thinking about that. They're not putting themselves in each other's shoes, but a mother cannot put herself in her child's shoes, and a child cannot, not that specific mother and child, they can't do it. They can't put themselves in each other's shoes. Okay, at that point in time, they're looking at it, hey, you're my mother, and that, the person is looking like you're my child, and that child is always going to be a child in that parent's eyes, and a lot of times, it's not like, again, I'm not talking about just any parent, I'm talking about the parents that have been there. It's not just any, okay, so it's not just any parent. I got cut off. I don't know what happened, but it cut me off. But it's part 2, okay? So it's not just any parent. This is for my parents that are 100% there. When you are dealing with kids that are entitled, what you want to do is make sure that you protect your peace, okay? I said a while ago that they don't have to respect you, and they don't. They should, It would be nice if you got respected, but you don't have. That's a human being too. Your kids are human beings, so no, they don't have to respect you. It'd be nice to get respect from those kids, but sometimes it doesn't. Those grown adults, but sometimes it doesn't happen like that. So what you do is you protect your peace. You love them unconditionally. And you would hope that you would get that back, and you would hope that you would get unconditional respect as well. You feel me? I give respect as it is given to me. That's the way it is. You have some of the grown adults that feel entitled because they have hit the age of grownness. But see, me personally, I feel like if you are grown, you do not need your parent at all. You deal with your own affairs totally. You feel me? And that's it. That's period. Okay, that's it. But that's my thoughts on entitlement. Parents that deal with adult children with entitlement. I got an email about that the other night when I did another video. So I said, let me go ahead and continue on with the different things that they were bringing up in the email. So protect your peace. Oh, and I need to go ahead and correct one thing. Like, you don't have to. They don't have to respect you because they're adults, but they should. But don't be asking for no help from those parents. You feel me? If you feel like that, you shouldn't be asking for no help from them parents. You shouldn't. If you're gonna be feel entitled and you're gonna be selfish and you're gonna be disrespectful, you don't need to be asking your parents to do anything. Be able to handle all of those affairs that you're asking for help. Be able to handle all those affairs. That's what I'm just trying to say as far as that entitlement. You can be whatever you want to be. This is your world, But what I'm going to do in my world is protect my peace, because I would like to be peaceful in my world. So, the kids, the child adults, do like you want to do, be what you want to be. If you want to be entitled, feel entitled to everything, if you want to actually just do you and be selfish and, be disrespectful, do it, be the best one you could be, but don't ask for help from these parents that have been good to you and that have made so many sacrifices for you. Don't do that. It's not fair, and it's very emotionally draining. All right, I'm out this time for real.